So Lake Nona is at the top of the list as far as places to move, but you're not really sure if you know all of the ins and outs. Well, stick around because on this video, we're gonna be talking about 7 things that you really need to know when it comes to moving to Lake Nona. We're gonna talk about some of the good things, but stick around for the entire video because we're gonna talk about some of the not so good things. And we're getting to it right now. My name is KRANICH, and on this channel, we do videos every single week of what it's actually like to live, work, eat, sleep, play, all things as it's related to Orlando and Central Florida. So if that's the information that you want to need, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and click the bell below so that you're notified every time we do a new video. We have people reaching out to us every single week, and my team and myself, well, we're absolutely delighted. So if you're thinking about moving to Orlando or Central Florida in general, well then shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, however you wish to connect, because we got you covered when it comes to moving to Orlando and Central Florida. Well, first of all, before we go any further, I just want to state that everybody who follows my channel knows I am a huge lover of Lake Nona. But with some, we have some good things, and sometimes there's a few not so good things. So please do not take anything personal. As far as it goes, Lake Nona is nestled off the 417 in South Orlando, well, Southeast Orlando. It is 16.99 square miles. So it is not a huge region, but it is a very popular one. It is shocking to me how many people reach out, I want to move to Lake Nona. So that's why I was looking and trying to formulate, okay, here's some 7 things that you definitely want to know when it comes to moving to Lake Nona. First of all, this community is focused on socialization along with community. Some people really love street events and their community and socializing with neighbors. I have to be completely honest, that is not my thing. I think that some people love it, especially when they have small kids, out in the community, doing things, hanging out with other families with kids and dogs. And so this whole Tavistock work, play, live concept was based upon that socialization and community. So if that's something that you love, then this area is gonna be for you. There's a lot of social events. They have a magazine or a website called Lake Nona Social. You can get on this website and get prompts when things are happening. Of course, near holidays, they have all kinds of events. Just recently there was Easter, if you celebrate that holiday, Easter egg hunt for kids, on and on and on. So there's a lot of stuff to do with the community and a lot as far as being social. So that's something that I thought was important for people to realize when it comes to Lake Nona, is that is quoted by Tavistock in their website, that was really kind of the concept and the theme of Lake Nona in general. The other thing that I thought was important, that it's really, the concept was also based on a healthy lifestyle. Like, they don't come right out and say it, but there is yoga in the park. There is probably the best YMCA you're ever gonna run into. There's 44 miles of walking, biking, and hiking trails. There's a lot of open green space and conservation, and there's a real focus on outdoor activities. Not that everybody loves outdoor activities. I used to love them. I don't know what happened. One day I woke up and said, I don't like being outside anymore. I know it's terrible. So don't listen to me. This is about you. They have the Lake Nona Performance Center, which is a gym, but it is not a gym. Like, there's no gym. I mean, besides the normal gyms that are there, this is like beyond. I think it's a couple different levels. They have rock climbing and, all of the normal stuff. Spin and yoga and Pilates and weights, and I mean, you can go in this little egg and it literally tells you how you're aging if you want to know that information. Yes, again, my dog has decided to get on my dining room table. If you are a dog trainer, please come see us. She's half pug and half chihuahua. That's why she's got those big eyes. You can just tell, in general, the people that live there, they just have this aura of health and fitness. So that is something that I believe a healthy lifestyle is important, though I'll get to some things later on the things that I think are not so good when it comes to healthy lifestyle. If you're getting any value out of this video, do me a favor and hit that like button and comment below and tell me, what videos would you like to see come out next? What areas, what topics? Let me know so we can get those videos out to you right away. Another thing that Lake Nona is known for, and by the way, this is number 5. I was going from 7 all the way down to 1. So number 5 is that they're known for technology, for medical city. It's mainly technology and for the medical side of things. They have the best high-speed internet ever. And even Tavistock, in the new area that they're building in Sunbridge, has 10 gigabytes, which is off the chain. They have fiber optic cable under the ground, and the internet speed there is off the chain. But anyway, they're also known for some really innovative thing. This is gonna be, Lake Nona is gonna be one of the areas, I just saw this on 60 Minutes again, which is confirmation that they're gonna have a VERTIPORT or a VISIPORT. They're called 2 different things. They're called, the name of these are EV tolls. And that's an acronym for electric vertical take off and landing. And that is literally like these little mini, they look like a mini drone, but not like a mini drone for a person. And so there's all different types now. There's gonna be some that are like, it's gonna be like a flying taxi, and then there's also gonna be individual ones. Now, I don't know which ones Lake Nona's gonna have, but this is a real thing, and it's coming in 2025. Seriously, I just watched this on 60 Minutes, and it's a really fascinating thing. It's gonna change the whole landscape yet again. But of course, Lake Nona is known for new and innovative things. And I talked about the VISIPORT probably 7-8 months ago, but now it's even like starting to come into fruition, which is pretty exciting, especially if you like technology and innovation. So I also said there's gonna be good news and then there's gonna be some not so good news, because I'm always gonna tell you, at least from my perspective, and that's all it is. Everybody has their own opinion. So right now, the retail space is growing. They are putting in 6 million square feet of retail space. And I had to take notes because, there's gonna be restaurants, shops, hotels, a Cineplex, all kinds of stuff in this area, which is called Town Center. And, the videos that I put out are pretty exciting. You've got Boxy Park, which is the shipping containers and live music, and you can bring your kids and you can bring your dogs, and you can have an adult beverage. It sounds very exciting, but there's not a lot yet there. And the fact is that Lake Nona has grown in population 50% in the last 3 years. So right now there's Boxy Park, there's Chroma across the street with Park Pizza, and then I know there's Canvas, which is on the water. But besides that, there's not a lot of restaurants yet. I just don't think there is for that area. I mean, there's a lot of little shops, and then of course there's chain restaurants, which, I don't even really, just imagine Longhorn. Okay, do they have it? I don't know if they have Longhorn. But anyway, there's not a lot yet, but 6 million square feet is going in. So it's growing. I don't know if it's growing fast enough. I don't think anybody predicted that we were going to have such a shortage of homes and so many people interested in moving to Florida. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that people can work from home now. And they're like, well, you know, I'm tired of freezing to death for 6 months out of the year and you know, shoveling snow. So I want to move where it's warm. And get ready, because it's really warm. So yeah, like I said, right now it's pretty limited. So there's not as many things, but Orlando in general, there's a lot. There's a lot of places to go. So you can kind of get out of your general area, even though Chroma is my favorite restaurant right now. It's my numero uno. And if you go there, get the bread pudding, because it'll change your life. Number 3, and I've said this before and I shall say it again, is there is no Trader Joe's or Whole Foods. Not that I absolutely love Whole Foods, but I do love Trader Joe's. And if you're going to have what's considered a high-end area or a more affluent area, come on. I complain about it because I have a Lake Nona zip code, so it's like a mile to Lake Nona. So I want a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods or a Sprouts or a Fresh Market. Now, I did do some research, and on Narcoossee Road near the high school, there is a new like a shopping center going in, and they've hinted that there's going to be a organic type of restaurant, grocery store in that area, and I certainly hope so, because that goes in along the lines with the healthy lifestyle. And I mean, people want those choices. There is a vegan restaurant, which is in Town Center, called Veggin' Out, Veggin' Out, I think so. I have a picture of it, a still of it, so you can see. So it's right there, but you know, in general, people want options. You've got Publix, you've got Walmart, I think there might be an Aldi, and then you need a Trader Joe's, Fresh Market, Sprouts, or a Whole Foods. So that's one of my big not yets, and hopefully soon. The second thing that is probably not my favorite thing is space in between homes. Any home that is probably at least like 8 years or less are very close to each other, and it just is. I don't have as much of a hang up about it because I've kind of accepted life. Some people, like I have clients that are like, I want a half an acre in Lake Nona. And I'm like, well, get a couple million, you can have it. There are areas, but the homes are close to each other, especially in the new builders, Mattamy, Lennar, Pulte, Taylor Morrison, Ashton Woods, any of them, David Weekley, they are close to each other. And a lot of them are row homes. That's what they call them up north. They call them backloading homes here. So that's another thing that some people aren't so excited about. Again, I have a home where if I opened that window, literally, I should do it. In fact, hold on, I'm gonna do it. Okay, so I'm gonna turn you around and hello, neighbor. Look at that. Now, to be fair, I have the nicest neighbors on planet Earth. I have never once heard them out back or out front. They are the quietest human beings. They're so lovely. And that is part of the reason why I'm so passionate about relocation, because I bought this house long distance and I did not take everything into consideration. One being the neighbors. I mean, like literally, my house is very wide. And the other thing is I sit on a road, which I have never been on a road, and I never will be again, God willing. So just want to say, I mean, it's not for everybody. However, right now, you got to get what you got to get. I hate to say that. Lastly, the number one thing that you really need to consider, and I've talked about this quite frequently, if you want just the zip code because of the, what's the word I want to use? The significance and the status of it, me personally, I would go in where I live, probably 100 grand less, probably, for the same exact house. There's some neighborhoods, I've done quite a few videos on homes that surround Lake Nona that don't necessarily have the Lake Nona prices. The scarcity and the price structure is kind of scary. Now, I have found some really reasonable areas and I've made sure to do videos on them, but they come on the MLS and they are gone. And people are bidding so much over asking. Again, I'm not trying to discourage you. I mean, this is my living, so obviously we want you to move here. However, also want you to know what to expect. And if you want Lake Nona because you feel you want maybe a certain school zone, that's a different thing. And I've also said, and you're probably sick of hearing me say it, is that I would probably send my kids to private school for the difference that I would pay in a home. I've noticed that a lot of people are now asking about St. Cloud, even the Narcoossee area. Oh, it's so lovely. There's still trees and, you know, outdoors and cows. Like, I love seeing cows. For some reason, I love cows. I can't figure it out. But anyway, there's a lot of great things to Lake Nona, trust me. Forgive me. There's a lot of great things. I love it there. And, you know, if you have a budget of $1 million plus, you're gonna get a home that you love in an area that you love, and it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I mean, $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, Lake Nona all day long. There are some areas perfect for that. If you're in that budget between $500 to $1 million, which, you know, 3 years ago would be like, what? That's a really big budget. You know, I mean, there's certain great parts and there's certain areas that you may not get as much house as you'd want, like mainly like Lorette Park. I think I say that. I hear other people say Laureate Park. I say Lorette Park, potato, potato. Anyway, so these are things to consider. And that's why I wanted to do a video. And by the way, please check out this video on surrounding areas to the Lake Nona. You know, Lake Nona, what surrounds Lake Nona that have basically the same homes, but maybe not the same pricing. But today we were talking about the 7 things to really consider when purchasing a home in Lake Nona. But if that's not really what you're looking for, it's not really your jam, well, you have to let us know. You have to reach out, you have to let us know exactly what it is that you're looking for, because that's what we're here to do. We're here to make your move, your relocation process as smooth, seamless, and painless as humanly possible. So if you're thinking about moving to Orlando or Central Florida in general, well then shoot us a text, give us a call, send us an email, however you wish to connect, because we got you covered when it comes to moving to Orlando and Central Florida, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.